Michele, on the street lights on the corner. City vibes got a story. Feel the beat, don't ignore me.
What's going on, good people? It's another live episode of Talk to Me, Michele. Tonight, I'm not your host. I'm your guest, okay? This is the Big Vino Takeover Part 2. If you joined us on the first go-around, it was a random session because it was submitted questions and Vino had his own shit he had to ask. So this is an opportunity for me to get some shit off because I know Instagram is nosy. Y'all be wanting to ask, but y'all don't be wanting to ask. You know, y'all, I know what y'all be doing. Y'all be hitting like, man, I'm gonna go through Vino, see. Now I let you know right up front what the fuck going on, but I assume that y'all are more comfortable asking these questions through Vino because there's no face to these questions, but Vino. So I want y'all to welcome my guest co-host, and I also consider this man a friend. Okay, I really do. Welcome to the stage,
Good
Big Vino.
friend.
Good friend.
Good friend, I hope.
Yes, good friend.
Good
That's right.
friend.
Good friend, I promise you. It's wonderful how these things just pan out. But Vino, is your takeover as usual. I couldn't have the theme music queued up that you told the people we were gonna have, but your presence.
Don't worry, I was ready. I was talk to me, Vino. Used to sell dope on the corner. Now you tell jokes on the stage. Got the world in a rage. Everybody visit my page. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Now we can get this show started. Now we ready.
Hey to everybody in the audience, and I don't know why I still cannot see Philly's comments. I didn't went through my settings and every damn thing. It's a damn conspiracy, okay? Damn conspiracy, but I know she's in the building. What's going on with my girl Jules? I know Conflict was up in here. But
shout out to everybody. Shout out to the undefeated for tapping in. Shout out all the real ones, the real friends. Shout out to real friends. Shout out to the horrible liars. Shout out to all the niggas who used to get money in the late 1900s. Man, look.
It hasn't been 5 minutes yet, no. It ain't even been 5 minutes yet.
It's looking bad for y'all niggas out here, but I'm gonna hold the torch for you. No, because look, I'm gonna be good tonight. I'm gonna be good. It's about
I want you to do
Vino Takeover. We're gonna find out some shit about Michele tonight, y'all.
Well, the way you said that already, that's why I already started with a glass. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, let me get my little cerveza together.
Yeah,
hold on, I got a little cerveza. I got me a little Rona. You know, fun fact, I never caught the coronavirus. You know that?
Well, you are a very fortunate one. You know what? I did catch it, and the funny story is I caught it while I was watching the man with a Pandora. I went to see the Pandora act, and that's when I caught it.
Yeah, I can see that happening. That damn fedora.
Got home and just started like feeling bad.
He probably caught it from his feet. You know he don't wear socks, right? That's how they said it started. They said it was some bats that touched the nigga feet who don't wear socks with loafers, and then a Chinese man ate it. They say, and then allegedly, and then now we got the coronavirus.
Out of all the damn shows, because I go to comedy shows all the damn time, never got sick, but this particular show I got sick, and out of all the illnesses, coronavirus.
You know the funny part is that gave me a leapfrog in the game. Because I worked through the whole pandemic. Like when everyone else was scared to go to work, I'm like, shit, I'd have been shot at 47 times in drive-bys and never hit. So I'm blessed. I'm feeling like I'm gonna just be out here. God got a bigger plan for me. I wasn't scared of it.
This is one thing because I know you. I liked what you was preaching earlier during your live because you was keeping a full buck, and you said some shit that Coco advised you on. Which I'm sure all your real ones tell you own to greater shit because people keep fucking with you. You got a light and you may not see it, but see, obviously the other haters, they see it. And that's why they feel intimidated on how you move, how you work the stage. And why are you touring with this woman that's well known as well? And she commended you. So so you're going to get a lot of negative light when you got a light. It is what it is.
They gotta. The thing is, have you ever experienced somebody who like tries to find chinks in your armor? How do you deal with that? Like, because I get very insulted, like, if you're supposed to be my people, but you keep looking for weaknesses or flaws or holes in my story. You know what I mean? I'm telling you
Yeah.
who I am from a genuine place. Hey, look, this is who I am. And you keep looking for something to be different.
You know why? Because you don't move like everybody else. So we're so used to people moving with a double character. I'm this way in this atmosphere, but I could be similarly authentic in here. There's no boundaries. So they feel they got to cater to a certain image, and then how everybody moves. You don't move like everybody. So now I got to test you to see what you really made of. Why are you like this? And how can I break it?
I made a real nigga activities.
Yeah.
Michele,
always.
you speak very educated. I've always wanted to ask you. I'll let this be my first question. Are you college educated? Have you been to college? Like, you have formal?
I've been to college. Now I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got no bachelor's. I got an associate's degree in computer science, but I did continue college 2 years afterwards, and I was studying business management and communications.
And what school you go
And
to?
I went to a university in Memphis, and then I went to Lamont On, which is also a black college in Memphis. So I went to those. Yeah, so I went to those two schools, and it became so goddamn much because life be lifing. And then I started to do graphic design studies, and that's when I became pregnant. And that damn pregnancy sleep don't play. I could not stay awake in class.
Yeah, that'll put you down.
Yeah.
That pregnancy sleep so real it affect niggas.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I came in there. I'm thinking because at the time I didn't know, and then when I found out, I was like, "Oh goddamn! I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this damn course because it was in the evening." And I'm like, I put in a full day's work trying to go to school right afterwards, and I'm like, this shit ain't gonna. I can't. I can't. I'm gonna be snoring up in here every night.
Is that something you feel like you might want to do? Finish school? I know you say you got the after, but is it something like that? Some things I want to check off. I know women get into that sometimes where they want to. It's just something I want to do. I get into that. Some of the places I perform at, I just want to go there to perform.
Right.
So I understand that just having it on your checklist shit. Is that something?
I had considered it before I became, after I became a mom. But then again, I look at all the resources we have available. They have so many free courses online classes. You can pay half the price you would pay to get a degree. Some you can get a certification in. So if I need to, I have these resources to go to, but I'm always educating myself. I don't care if it's in a classroom or online. I am always educating myself on graphics, video editing, marketing. I'm always studying.
I had a teacher who used to say that to me. If you're not learning, you're dying. Because as you learn, you evolve. And as you evolve, you continue to live.
Yeah.
So if you're not learning, you're dying.
No, I think anybody that don't take advantage, and my girl Jules is in the audience, and she's always a big supporter. And like, hey, they got a class going down. You need to sign up for that shit. It's free. They got this over here. So, I like friends that encourage, for learning more, educating yourself more, just, growth in general. I think anybody that's a real friend is going to applaud somebody else's growth that they consider a friend.
I encourage all my little nephews. I tell them, look, when y'all get done with high school, some of y'all niggas ain't built for college. Okay? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Right. Some of y'all little niggas, y'all need to learn how to work with your hands. So at least as long as you learn something, learn a trade, nigga. Learn something.
Let me tell you something. I taught myself how to podcast. I didn't go to school for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to school for video editing or graphic design. I started to video with the graphic design, but I couldn't finish it. But I continued my studies at my leisure until I got comfortable enough. Okay, I can fuck with the Photoshop. I can fuck with the Canva, or I can fuck with this. So
that's how I spent my pandemic. I spent my pandemic learning all this shit. I took my little Trump money. I bought me some digital equipment, and I said, you know what? I'm make this shit pay. I bought a couple grams of cocaine too. I mean, I did a couple grams of cocaine. I had a couple grams of cocaine, but I mostly took the Trump money and put it into comedic therapy, XYZ.
But you got to reinvest in yourself. That's one thing I'm glad that you did. I know I keep reinvesting in this shit.
I tell people that if you came out the other end of the pandemic the same, you're a sociopath. If you didn't learn nothing, figure out something in the pandemic. The pandemic, that's what it was for. It was to teach you. It was a practice apocalypse. Y'all realize that, right?
Yeah.
That's what the pandemic was. It was the practice apocalypse.
It was a warm-up.
If there was a fire drill for the apocalypse, that's what COVID was.
Yeah. And people still ain't learned. I think, and the thing about it is, they still ain't learned, and human communication's at an all-time low because socialization seems like it's now extinct. Just over that little funky-ass pandemic.
I mean, we've been dying socially since Y2K, really. When we all lost our mind over thinking our information would be gone, like the thing in Y2K is like most of us had hard copies of everything. I got papers of everything. I got my birth certificate, social security card. I got all my addresses, all my bank accounts on paper. So why are you worried about the computers freezing? We can fix it if it fucks up. Just turn the computers off and reset them shit. But y'all be so reliant on this. Like, I've been doing this thing. Here's the question I want to ask you, right? I've been asking everybody this question, right? Pick your apocalypse. Which apocalypse do you want? You want the zombie apocalypse? You want the cyborg robot apocalypse? Or you want the alien apocalypse? One of these shits is going to kill the world. Which one do you want to come?
I'm going to go with
Which one do you feel like you have the best chances of survival?
I'm going to go with the aliens because, first of all, I ain't dealing with no dead shit. The zombie shit. That's for entertainment as far as I'm concerned. Okay?
No, it's going to happen. That's what COVID was. I keep telling you. Like, that's the T-virus.
Zombies now. People on their fucking... I go to the grocery store. I got to do like a little fucking step dance because these motherfuckers standing in the aisle just constantly doing this. And I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be... This ain't the place to stand and do that shit.
Live in the world. You got to live in the world, not just... Man, okay, you right. Keep going. So it's not going to be the zombie.
Not going to be the zombies. Now, what was the second choice?
It's the robot, cyborg apocalypse, where the computer takes over, where Skynet just takes the fuck over.
We already got that shit going on right now, slow but sure.
That has the lead right now. But I think the aliens are in full effect. I think the aliens are going to get here.
I definitely believe in aliens. I have hope because right now the human race, if this is all we got to rely on as far as representation, I am so sad by that point. But if we have aliens, which has been numerous pieces of evidence about their existence, and I know that with their advancement in technology along with health and all this other shit, they probably fuck with us, but it'd probably be for the better. It'd be like a human race makeover.
I think it's gonna go zombie, alien, robot. I think we're gonna get all three. I think the zombies are gonna come first because we're gonna create some virus that make the zombies. Then the aliens are gonna be watching from outer space. They're gonna be like, yo, we gotta go down there and clean it up. But then we've already programmed the robots to protect us at all costs. And then once they get the aliens gone, they just be like, you know what? Just listen to us. Y'all don't gotta do nothing no more. And then we get all three.
Have you ever seen an old school series called Cosmic Slop?
I feel like I have.
It was by George Clinton with Funkadelic and all that. So they had like these short horror stories.
Yeah.
One story they had is that aliens invade the U.S. or the world pretty much in exchange for a clean environment, better economy, all the shit that we need for black folks. So they would exchange us in order to have all these benefits. So, and they also had it where if you pass the brown paper bag test, if you know what if y'all know about that, that's where, you know, if you were darker than a paper bag, you could not play. So if you was darker than the paper bag, you had to go with the aliens.
Yes.
Don't be surprised.
I go with them though. I go with them in a heartbeat. That's my motherfucking. You ever heard that song by that girl, Earth is Ghetto?
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit. I wanna live. Would you beam me up? I'm out on the street, on a corner store. You know the 150. Got a brand on, so I'm eating. Man, that was. I said, you know what? Take me the fuck somewhere else, please. That's my shit, man.
But that's a realistic ass question. Like, look, is there another option? Because this is some shit I didn't think we would be like at this level, but we are.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. When did you first, dance with the Lady Jane? When did you first experience marijuana? How long you been smoking?
I've been smoking since I was 16.
Damn. Okay. I was like 15, 16.
Yeah,
So
I was 16 when I started.
Have you ever said to yourself, maybe I shouldn't? Have you ever tried to stop? Like, is it just like
You know what? You look at that. The only time, I'm gonna be honest, the only time I stopped smoking when I was pregnant. That was the only time I stopped smoking. And then I had to have like a schedule. Now, if I'm home at the office, maybe I need a little creative boost. Bam, get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
But all day long, just staying in that mindset. Nah, let me wait till the evening when I wind my day down. I know I'm going to have some fun and do some fuck shit. Why not enjoy the environment under those circumstances?
I like to enjoy life under those circumstances. I can only understand life under those circumstances. I feel you. Like, I feel you on the stopping during pregnancy, because I told myself as a sign of solidarity with my wife, I know she would probably have to stop smoking, so I would stop smoking just for that 9 months. Now, when you got to breastfeed, that's on you, baby. You got to. But I've also promised my wife and mother of my child, I will drink some of that titty milk with him.
You know what? Why did I just have a visual of that shit? The woman's faceless, but I see a child on one titty and your ass laying up there with the remote. Like, I'm visualizing that.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. You had some shrimps today?
Yeah, but it's been since 16 I had started toking. And thing about it is, because my dad smokes. Been like that since, I can remember. But he told me, like, when you turn 18, we're going to do something together. So I got to pretend now on my 18th birthday that I ain't joking. That shit did not work.
Yeah.
That shit did not work.
You should have just copped out by, you know what? You ain't doing it right. Hold on.
It was the hit that gave me away. Because I'm like,
oh, you hit him. You hit.
I hit like a real G. And he was like, oh, your ass, this ain't their first time smoking.
You ain't called for nothing.
You've been smoking.
My mother tried to get me like that. My mother used to do shit like that. She used to try to get me drunk because she wanted to see what kind of drunk nigga I was. Because, we was in the hood. So she wanted to know, like, if her son was the type of nigga to get drunk, won't put his hands on people, or, like, you know what I mean? So she would try to get me drunk. And I told her, I'm a chill ass drunk. I'm a sit down drunk. Like, as I get drunk, I'm gonna sit there for a second. I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna joke. But then in a second, like, when I'm ready to finish and tired of all the entertainment, all right, we either fucking or we fighting. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go a little bit, bro. Let's do something. You want to do something with me? You looking so cute.
Special. Which one you want? We got.
That's why I don't be drinking after the shows and hanging out with these bitches, because I feel like one of these bitches will get me, because they'll do one of these moves and play with my beard, and then now I'm all at this bitch house. I'm sitting there trying to hold the strap up like, bitch, who the fuck is that at the door? I'm good.
I can't. Oh my God. I'm still on the visual with the breast milk, but you continue on, Vino. Do your thing.
So, Michele,
Yes.
this was a submitted question because I thought this was hilarious personally.
Okay.
Okay, so right. Okay, for the people out there at the TV, like, this is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it anonymous unless y'all really want to know who it is. I might let somebody pay for the answer of who sent this question in. Okay, so they want to know, how do you feel to be a part of Vino's sister wives of harem, or harem of sister wives?
That's just funny. Whoever submitted this is smart ass, number one. So whoever submitted that damn question is smart ass. All right. I'm honored. I'm honored. Okay, if that's what you want to call it, you label it any way you want to. But I love
Hey,
the
first
way
of all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or brag, but if Vino bringing together people and ending conflicts and having people all on one accord is any sign of the pimping that he used to do, y'all hoes all need to get in line. Look, first of all, I ain't even charge that much. I only be one like 15%. That's it. And that's 15% of the gross, not the net.
This is hilarious though, how people like to take shit and just throw shit together. Because I know you and Philly's friendship have been, questioned. And anytime you have like a cool rapport with somebody and like, oh, y'all not intimate, why does everything have to be about linking up behind the scenes? Why can't people just vibe each other and be cool?
Hey, Rocky, it's space for you too, baby. Get yourself together. I'm gonna have to, you're gonna have to give me the pistol though. Okay, I can't have my girls out here toting steel.
Yeah, but whoever submitted that shit is a smart ass and a hater, regardless whether they meant it in a funny tone or not. Because what they're trying to do with that question is to put both, but mainly me, in the corner. Oh, so you part of a harem now? So
Look, first of all, that's the natural order of things, really. We all just fighting the natural order of things. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I'm trying to be Mr. Polly. I don't got the finance for all that. I can't afford a bunch of wives. Because I'm a good nigga. I'm gonna have to take care of all y'all equally. And I'm not trying to do all that. Because I have a way I like to live. So, but what I'm saying is, if you can afford it and you can get down with it, don't fight a good thing. Just let your man, let me be his example. Be like, you ain't doing it like me. That's what most of y'all women need to do. Y'all need to be like, you ain't doing it like Vino. That would get up under a lot of these niggas' skin and they would start acting right.
I wish the guy that I'm dealing with, he knew you. He's watched the show before with you on here. Mm-hmm. I wish he had a rapport with you, because I would throw that shit in his face all the goddamn time. I promise you. I'm not gonna lie. I would be petty. Like, you know what? I'm with you, but I just see him doing this.
Look, it's better that he don't know who he's looking at. He got to go look it up. Like, see, Vino told me this was gonna be like it was, and then you just walk off. That's why I gotta listen to Vino more. And then just walk off, ladies. Start doing that at home. Please use that. Be like, start listening. Vino, see, I can't deal with no sucker ass niggas like that. Vino told me y'all niggas were suckers. And then just walk off.
But I usually do the walk off. I mean, I don't make the announcement. I'm just like, you know what? Have a nice day. And I just walk off. I'm not going to go back and forth with your ass over some shit that's so obvious. You are an adult. I shouldn't have to explain everything to you. I should not have. I shouldn't, as a woman, I shouldn't have to break shit down on how I would like to be treated. And I don't ask for much.
I mean, you know what? You don't have to. I'm gonna say you don't have to keep explaining yourself on how you want to be treated. Explain yourself one good time,
I
maybe
have.
twice, just for refresher. But when you get into a habit of repetitive, don't do that to yourself.
I'm not. I'm not. I've already made my speech. I'm done. And I don't like repeating myself.
I said some profound shit the other day, and it's starting to apply to everything. Like when I said it, I meant it like in friendships, but I feel like it's also good for relationships, business wise, all this shit, everything you can apply it to. And when I was saying, if you show me every day you don't fuck with me, why are you mad when one day I finally just get it and like, all right, yeah, you don't fuck with me. Let me leave you the fuck alone. Oh, because it wasn't even about that. You just wanted to abuse me.
It seems that way with some of these situations. Like, okay, what's the purpose of you being in this space if you're not going to even try? Why are you here? You just want to sit there like a damn piece of furniture that's never being used. And see, a lot of ladies that I know that are single and searching, and I think this is why most women that were searching at one point just said, fuck it. Fuck it. Why? Why do I need to do this shit again? Why?
Look. No, because you put me in a crazy position right now because I've been trying to not speak my real true thoughts on certain shit.
Have you?
I've been I've been praying hard. Like, so right, there's the lighthearted joke and there's the mean joke, right? And
Whichever route.
I've been working so very hard to keep the mean joke out of it. But it's so hard. But the real, I don't know. I feel you. If y'all feel like that, we feel like that 10 times over.
Yeah.
Because as a man, a woman's virtue is all you're really after. That's what you're truly after. And the virtuous woman is few and far between. And then even then they got some hangups and they shit that's keeping them out the game.
Well, I mean, everybody got hangers, but the thing about it is, most of the time, when you are in a space where you have that good vibe and good energy from whoever you're attracted to, but somehow we can fumble the ball. You know what I mean? We can fumble the ball on both ends. Like maybe y'all don't call quick enough. Maybe we don't give you the kind of attention that you really need. It's back and forth. And I think we really, as men and women, we're like, okay, if I tell you, like, as a man, you tell me, Michelle, I would appreciate it if you would do this for me when I be home. I would do this, could you consider doing that? And it's all about the presentation. How you bring it is how how you get it back. But if I'm the kind of woman that, oh, I know he told me he wanted steak tonight, but I'm just gonna fix this goddamn hot dog, that kind of attitude. I told you I wanted steak tonight.
Ain't no talking. I'm starting to handle and I don't like this because I think my therapy is making me do this. I'm starting to I feel like I'm a bitch a little bit because I feel like I'm handling things passive aggressively. Like lately, I don't talk about. Lately, I just been walking out. Like if I don't like what's going on, I just leave. I bounce. I don't.
It's easier. Now I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like that's a problem in this world. Like we should confront our issues so that we can handle it and deal with it. But sometimes it don't even be worth it, and it's like
it don't.
Because people are so out of their mind and narcissistic and intent on being liars that you can't even have an honest conversation. So you just gotta walk the fuck away and save yourself some sanity.
I put energy into what I cherish. Like if me and you ever have a misunderstanding, I need to call Vino because I cherish our friendship. I can't sit there, oh, well, I'm just not going to talk to him about it. I'm just going to have this chip on my shoulder. No, I need to get that off my chest. But see, I know how to come to you and say, look, Vino, this went down. This is the vibe. and then you hash it out however you do it. But we've at least had a conversation to try to rectify. Most folks, it's not worth the energy, depending on what space they have in my life. If you are just a random person coming in here, just stirring up shit, and do you really think I'm gonna go out my way to talk to you? You are not worth the fart I laid this morning. I'm good.
And
So
so
it's about who you give that energy to, because if any of your close friends, yeah, you're gonna reach out to them and see what's going on. But these random folks that be just randomly doing stuff and talking shit, okay, but that's what they want in return. They want that attention.
they won't.
Let me
They
see how.
want some FaceTime.
Yeah,
They want some FaceTime. And you know what? You can't even be on time for the FaceTime when we trying to give you some FaceTime.
oh my God, I knew it was going there.
I'm sorry. I get in moods every now and then.
I was waiting on it though. I knew it was
My
gonna be
therapist
long.
says it's okay that I let it out every now and then when it hits me. It's better to cathartic than to just let it build up and fester.
Right, you should fart. Go ahead and fart. Let it out because you'll feel better.
Cathart before you fart. Yes.
You continue on, but I already knew that shit was gonna be in the making. I was just counting down. But
I wasn't even addressing that because at the end of the day, like I said, I'll just walk the fuck away. You don't, like, I'm not, hey, first of all, as a man, I could never look good in a public altercation with a woman. I've already realized that. I've chastised 7 comedians from the 1900s about this. I said, you don't look good getting into screaming matches on the internet publicly with a woman. You don't look good. No argument with a woman looks good publicly. I'm not gonna do that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. Look at this physique. Look at this demeanor. This looks like a nigga. Like, and if they put this up in a mugshot, yeah, but he did it. He hit that girl. So that's why I'm not even gonna get into it like that with a woman.
Yeah,
publicly.
yeah.
They would definitely be like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they will have me in the jail for real. So I'm not arguing with no woman publicly. I have screamed on occasion, but we all realized that was a psychopath. The bitch came on with a wig backwards. So y'all know what that was about. That was just psychopath at its finest. Like that was God's last psychopath he put on this earth. Like boom.
All the energy went into it too, because
I'm like, bitch, you motherfucker, I'm known to threaten a bitch. I do this in a heartbeat because I just want a little space so I can get my keys out and get to my fucking car. That's why I do that. I feel like this, she gonna jump back, and I'm be like, all right, get my keys out and get the fuck out of here. That's the only reason I use that. That's only in an extreme circumstances.
Oh my God! You know what? What's the next question? Because
my next question is, Michele, has a nigga ever hit you with the bitch back before?
Yeah. If that nigga did, his ass ain't here no more. I'll tell you that right now.
I just feel like if that ever happened, Rocky gonna pop out the cut. And then you got a bigger problem on your hands. Now you got a real problem on your hands. Because those revolvers don't jam. They don't jam, so you ain't got no chance. You got to drop on you.
Oh my God. And when you got family members that that they ride or die, you have to be very soft in the delivery of what happened. It was a misunderstanding.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't like to introduce women I deal with to my family. I don't know. I don't introduce them to the women in my family because the women in my family really want me to make a baby. They really do. Sometimes I think they want it more than I do. Like, because they're like, you Uncle Ronnie's son. Uncle Ronnie's son needs to have some sons. And I'm like, chill. So if they meet a girl that I'm fucking with, they be in her face. They be like, oh, sweet. Yeah. And then it's like, I can't tell them nothing about it because then if they dislike her, they gonna want to fight her. And it's like, you can't beat her up into liking me.
It don't work like that.
No, I remember it was this girl. It was this girl. I think I was in like 4th grade. I was at 13th Avenue School, North New Jersey. There's this girl in my class. Her name was Nafisa Boozer.
What?
You know, this little dark-skinned girl, little dark-skinned kid, had little, you know, the knuckle balls. Yeah. You know the knuckle balls with the ponytail? She had the knuckle balls. She changed her knuckleball color every day. Pink, the red, the blue, every day, different shit. Freaking on. She had swag. I liked her. I thought she liked me, but one day she pushed me down the stairs.
Damn.
Yeah, she pushed me down the stairs. And I fell. I hurt myself kind of bad. I had to go to the nurse office and everything. Sat there for like 3 periods. Motherfucking, my cousins got word of this. My cousin Tamika, my cousin Felicia. And you know, I got the little bow leg or whatever. So they're like, you know my cousin leg's fucked up. Why you gonna do that to him? And they beat this girl up. And I used to like Nafi. She never talked to me again. They beat the shit out. They walked this bitch. They said, you know my cousin got the bad leg. You know his leg ain't right. And it was beating her up right outside the school. Whooped her ass. She looked at me like, because I could have stopped. I could have been like, stop, y'all. But I was like, bitch, I just spent the whole day in the nurse office. I don't like that. Nah. You could have hurt me.
Oh, God. So
I never talked to Nafisa Boozer again. I miss her. We could have been something special.
Have you even attempted to reach out to her after all this time?
Well, we was in school together for like another year and a half, and then I went to a different school and then never seen her again.
I think you need to look her up.
Nah, she definitely got kids now. We both 42, man. And if I could look up, that means she would still be in the city of North New Jersey. And I swore to myself, I'm never fucking another bitch from North New Jersey. That's done. I'm over with. It's over with. Oh, like, I love you, North. North, stand up. It's quality women out there for y'all in North New Jersey.
But I understand.
But for me, I'm good. I can't drink a chick who drank North water.
Y'all know
I'm strong. They strong. Know I voice get raspy.
Y'all know I fucks with Jersey, but Newark.
Sorry. Can't do it. I love North. Let me say that. That's my home city, man. Like North New Jersey, stand up. But I'm just not messing with no women from North New Jersey.
And I ain't messing with no women.
Those days is over with. I done did too much.
I'm not messing with no. I messed around with a nigga from Inglewood. That was enough.
A woman from North New Jersey, if she lives and is born and from North New Jersey, I guarantee you right now, she has some sort of illegal business, right? Some sort of illegal venture is going on in her, and she knows about it. She runs it like she could just be doing hair illegally out the kitchen. It could be babysitting without a license. It could be heroin. It could be scams, credit cards. But women from North New Jersey, some of these bitches just lying on their food stamp voucher. They claim a little extra money. But if she's from North New Jersey, she's doing something dirty. She got her hand in some bullshit. And if you're trying to be an honest, upstanding citizen like myself, I ain't got time for that.
Oh, God. I can't. I can't, Vino. But I understand. Trust me.
You feel me? That's it.
I understand.
That's it.
So what else is on the agenda from the good people? I'm still tripping off that other question about me being part of a goddamn harem. That's some funny
You
shit.
part of a harem of sister wives. Just appreciate it that you in good hands.
Well, but can I ask who else is the sister wife clan? I already know they're
I
gonna
guess
do.
apparently you and Rocky and who else could be a part of Sister Wife Clan? I guess maybe Victoria, because I do a podcast with her too. Motherfucker, what's the name of the little skinny one that she going crazy? Maybe her. Who else? Who else? The Snorlax, the one I offended who was breathing hard coming up the stairs, she part of the harem too.
And I'm gonna
Who
tell you
else
right
is
now,
part of the
Sarah,
harem?
your last two choices. Your
What?
last two choices cannot deal. Because first of all, there's got to be a head wife of the sister wives. So you got to choose that. Who's going to be the main one to go to?
It's whoever bringing the most money, of course.
Okay, so whoever bringing the most money. But if you were to assign
I
outside,
don't assign. You assign yourself. You see, people don't understand this. People don't know this from in the streets, right? But I'm gonna use some colorful language real quick. But a bottom bitch is not a sign. A bottom bitch is gained, it's taken. Because a bitch can come into your fold and she out hustle your bottom bitch. And she be like, boom, this how you, and then boom, and now she's taking control. Because a real lioness just takes control. They don't ask for permission. They come in and they see a need and they fill that need and they do what they gotta do and get it right and boom, 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 boom. And then that's how they take control.
I just assumed that was an assignment role, but I understand.
No, it's not an assignment role.
You definitely have to work for your promotion, regardless.
Yeah,
so I understand that part.
You take leadership of them hoes. You like, y'all need to fall in line. Y'all, this is why, look, we don't get this nigga some real money, and then they get the gig. Man,
I just thought about it'd be a good.
I miss you. I miss you, EB.
EB,
you was a real bottom bitch, EB. I miss you, baby. You was good. You was good. You always had them bitches organized. EB knew me so well, she knew never to hand me unorganized money. I don't like my money unorganized. Don't hand me no money that's out of order. You hand me the money, you put the big bills on the bottom, little bills on the top, all the faces should be facing the same way. Hand me my money proper.
No, I like that money like that in my wallet. I'm like, okay, small.
Don't even hand it to me if it ain't like that.
Yeah, so I know
got a rule. The people who don't organize their money will never have it. Because they don't even know what's in their pocket right now.
I'm like,
you got a bunch of balled up bills and folded bills.
No, that's like a filing cabinet, okay? 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 100s. You know, that's how you do.
I miss you, girl. If you see this, give me a call. Send me a picture. Let me see if you still look good.
Oh my God, yo, what's next on the?
I don't know. It's spring. It's spring. It's spring, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good as a air, as this fire sign, and
you got this birthday coming up. So
yeah, I got birthday. I was actually about to ask you some shit, some deep spiritual shit, because this is a good question. So, right, I dig that you was into a lot of the spirituality and the knowing of the gods and the moons and the spirits and the earths, and you be making the flower tower so you can sacrifice your virgins and whatnot. Like, what brought on? Because I'm assuming from where you're at and where you're from, you were probably born in the Christian, beliefs.
Yeah.
So how did you get to this level of spirituality and understanding for what you know?
First and foremost, I did attend church. My grandmother introduced my sister and I to church, baptized, everything. But the church, I started noticing a lot of hypocritical behavior. You say you have these Christian values, but then you're so quick to label folks or to, just dismiss them because of a flaw. So that was a major turnoff for me. But then I started looking into spirituality because, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I have a deep belief in God. But spirituality for me gives me freedom to tap into my inner self, a deeper and better version of myself, as well as worship God and my ancestors. It's all a nice little, I think of it as like my own Gilligan's Island. You know what I mean? When it comes to my spirituality, I'm surrounded by my loved ones. I'm protected by my loved ones. I'm talking to God and the universe overall. That's why I have to be careful. I try to make a practice of this. I try not to speak too much negativity out loud or keep thinking about it because I overthink shit sometimes. And spirituality kind of helps me woo-sa, shut your ass up and just woo-sa. So I got into it. Definitely learning different ways and techniques, but I'm independently spiritual. I'm not dealing with any particular organization, person. I'll tap into who needs to tap in and give me my messages, and I take it from there. But I can't get too deep because a lot of scam artists are in the spirituality business. And they'll have you thinking, oh, because you get these random messages. Oh, well, your loved one on the other side said they got a message for you. I'm like, well, they can get in my dreams. Hey, I give y'all permission to come in my dreams and give me the message.
Well, they say, give me
the that's how we gonna do that because I tap into who I tap into. Yeah. And then I want y'all to understand because I do candle work, but candle work is for me. I ain't casting no evil shit because
I'm about to say you opening portals and shit.
Nah, well, I'm opening a positive portal for myself.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm manifesting positivity and shit I want in my life and to cover my loved ones, my friends. But a lot of people will use that shit to try to cast spells and make folks do what they want them to do. And I'm like, yo, first of all, you fucking with somebody's free will. Number one. And if I gotta cast a spell to have you in my life in a certain way, I don't want you in my life. Because that's gonna be consistent maintenance I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to burn a candle on your ass every 6 months.
That's crazy.
No, but some people do that shit. Some people think that if you practice spirituality, that you can manifest shit, but at the same time, you're supposed to be manifesting your better self. You're not trying to control somebody else. Mm-hmm. You're trying to attract good people in your life. You're not trying to attract and keep people on hold because you need them for something. I'm just telling you, hey, look, I'm going to say right here, my sister and I were spiritually attacked about a couple of months ago. And it was a serious attack. It was a serious attack. I'll get more into details about that shit later, but that shit is real.
How do you fight off a spiritual attack?
Well, you got to do candle work, stay prayed up, call on your ancestors, and return to sender. That's what you got to do. Yeah, conflict, yeah, he witnessed that shit.
I had a girlfriend once do some black magic on me. See,
that bullshit right there. If you
I knew it was black magic because she used Lowry seasoning salt in the spell. I knew it was black magic. I said, bitch, you the devil.
No, but there are people out there that have a gift and they can relay messages to you, get you on the right path. But then you have people that have the gift and they abuse it. And the way they abuse it is if they see, it's just like you, Vino. If you was a spiritual person, if I was gifted like that, I'm advising you, but I'm also controlling you. I'm praising you, and then I'm jabbing you at the same time. That's kind of a back and forth technique.
If I could do spiritual shit on a chick, I just make sure she wouldn't nut with nobody but me. I'd be like, you can't get an orgasm with nobody but me, bitch. You can't get a nut with nobody but me, bitch. You never get a nut without me.
Oh my God. This fool here. You done did the color purple. I've been stealing on your ass. Oh shit. Oh my God.
That's what the kind of magic you gotta put on your girl.
Oh my God.
No, you never nut without me.
So that would be, because I mean, they'd be interested if anybody had a choice to the person they're with. If you could do a little sprinkle on their ass, even though, like I said, that's bullshit, but that's a good one. I won't be able to roll with that one because if my man don't want that to happen with nobody else but him, I'm good with that. But can you control the intensity of the orgasm?
I don't care what happens when you do it. You just can't do it unless I'm there. When I die, I want her to jump gas like, oh no. Then she hear my ghost say, "I release you." My ghost just floats away.
I didn't check that mailbox, and I know what it's been messed with.
No, I release it when I die. If I die, you're released.
Oh my God! So now I got to watch The Color Purple. Y'all done put that shit in my head, okay? Oh, because I show when you said that shit, I show had that mailbox scene when he told Celia, "I didn't fix that mailbox. You better not fuck with that mailbox." You understand?
That's why I wanted to yell at the Snorlax the other day. I wanted to say, "Yeah, I told Harpo to beat you." Damn dumbass plaques in your head. Yeah, I told him to beat you.
Look, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna get this off my chest about that situation. Never been a fan. Never been a fan. I've tried. There's a lot of people on Instagram I've never been a fan of, but I try to be cordial with until the bullshit chokes me and I can't fake it no more. So, with that situation, psychological.
Look, I know what it is, but you see, what people don't understand is I'm the master of reading how you interact with me, knowing that you ain't really fucking with me, and now I'm fucking with you because of that. Because you could just say you don't fuck with me and leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone.
But you insist on being in my face, so hey, how you doing?
And see, that's what I don't get. I do not get. Why are you here if you don't like me? Because like I don't go to people's lives I don't like. If only reason if I'm in there even for a split second is because it's somebody I'm following that happens to be up live, and then once
exactly, you
I'm
like,
like,
no, I'm good, and I'm out.
Bye.
And then I know in my head that the person that I don't like is probably looking to try to kick me out. He gone already. Oh, he wasn't even here for me. He only here because his people was here or somebody he know was here, so he checked. Yeah, no.
I've had that.
And you good? You can have it because you know what I'll do. I'm petty. I'll start my own live, and I'll say some funny shit, and people be like, "Oh, Vino funny. He's snapping over here. He's funny," and they'll leave your boring ass.
Oh my God. There's been so many times, Vino, I popped in with you, and there's I know you fucks with everybody, but there'll be certain characters you be on with, like, oh God damn, why?
I only do it because I know they don't really fuck with me, and instead of them just saying they don't fuck with me, I like to say, like I said.
I'm glad that you got that kind of energy. Cause I was like, there's certain people I just see.
Petty Ruxpin. I keep telling you, I'm petty like that. Because I was from the streets, like where, like fight me. I'm willing to let you swing first because I ain't never been knocked out, so I ain't worried about taking a punch. So you can swing. Like, how you mess with somebody with that type of attitude? Like, I know y'all not gonna swing on me, but all I'm asking you to do is tell me you don't like me. Tell me you don't really fuck with me, and I'll get out your face.
Yeah,
and we ain't gotta talk no more. But you don't want to tell me that, so
that's good. I'm good. Just don't. Don't be in my face. I tell folks all the time. I don't like you. Why the fuck you with me over here? What? Why? I don't, because I know you like to joke with that shit. I'm direct. I'm like, I don't like you. What? Why?
No, I'm gonna just sit there and joke and laugh and make you understand why you don't like me, because you really don't like me because they love me. That's why you don't like me, because they love me. You want that love, don't you? You want that love, don't you? You be looking at me and you be like, he don't even want that love. He be saying bitch and he was and he's a pimp and he was a little drunk. Oh my
Oh my
God,
God.
I gave you this good story about how good of a person I am and you're not believing it.
It's just like I say, rich people don't have to announce they rich. If you have
Man,
to announce it, it's some bullshit.
you know how many people have died for me that aren't even my family? It's so crazy. It's a line that said that I put real niggas on their feet. I put real niggas on their feet before. Like I'm talking fresh out of jail without a dollar to their name. And I'm like, take this pack, get yourself right. Here's a couple dollars too. Like, all right, we'll get back at you in a couple of weeks. No, take that, get right. Come back at me when you're ready to re-up.
Hey.
And then them niggas ain't never been off since. So it is what it is.
It is. Fuck it. But you just gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I'm glad that you find it entertaining. I don't have that kind of patience level with folks. I just don't vibe. I just don't. I think because the older I get, the less shits I give. And I mean that in a classy manner. And when I say that, I'm like, I'd rather just not be in the same space with you than fake funk. I'd rather just not be around you than sit up here and have to force myself to talk to you and interact with you. If I gotta force it, my face will say it. I got
It's
one of
gonna
those faces.
talk for you.
Yeah, my face gonna be.
You got that. My face start looking crazy when people do dumb shit.
Like,
and y'all be telling me that, but I still can't control it. I'm sorry, because if it get too dumb, I'm gonna lose. I'm like,
yo, I think it's more accepting now because I could just blurt out what I'm really thinking. So it's best I let my facial expression say it for me. Because if you know body language, you read faces, you should be able.
I would shut up if somebody looked at me how I be looking at some of these niggas while I was talking. I'd be like, you know what? They know I'm lying. Let me shut the fuck up.
It's like, what? My face will talk for me. And I'm like, yo, but that's probably best because if I verbalize what I'm really thinking, it's going to be better on my face than out my mouth.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a person who lied to me recently. Oh my God.
Which one?
Oh man, it was so funny. It was so stupid. It was so fucking crazy, man. It was because it was like, why? I know the truth, right?
Yeah.
I know it all. I know everything that's going on. And no, it's not that. You just want me to admit that. No, I don't want you to admit it. I want you to stop treating me like a dummy. Or you just, and then I just left it alone. Like I said, I've been real passive aggressive lately.
But the fact, what you just said, you just want me to admit that for anybody to have that kind of response. That means
you did it. You
just
did it.
Confirmed it. You just confirmed it. Dumbass. People be telling on themselves and don't even know it.
I'm like, all right, yo, you good. You good. All right, have a good one. And then I walked away. And then, like I said, therapy has had me very passive aggressive as of late. I really just don't feel the need to argue or like if I feel like in order to preserve my sanity, I have to placate to this world that is intent on being a fraud. Do you ever feel like that? Like, are you? I've been listening to a few of your podcasts lately. Here's a good question for you. This one just popped up randomly. As a woman in today's world, right? Are you discouraged any with just like the trajectory of where things are going? Like, how do you pull? What's your motivators in this world of like how to thrive? Like, and I kind of want to handcuff you a little bit because I don't want you to just say, you have a child and all that. A little pause. I'm not going to handcuff you, but no, I'm trying to move away from like those conventional mom answers where you like my child, this and that. I want to know like outside of that, what motivates you to like do some of the things you do? Like what keeps the drive going for this podcast? What keeps the drive going for trying to maybe find a mate or find different success in different ventures in business? Because we've had off-air conversations, and I know you put a lot of work in with a lot of different comedians and off proposals, and some of these niggas they're bobbleheads, they're assholes, and they're dummies, and they don't have no foresight or insight, and everything is hindsight, and they be looking at it in the past like, oh, I should have fucked with her. You know what I'm saying? So how do you stay motivated in those moments where it's like, because it can be discouraging? Because I know I'd be feeling discouraged like a motherfucker.
Good question, number one. But my thing is, regardless of how things are going, I refuse to let situations run my life. So in other words, if I'm single, if I'm in a relationship, if I'm with my son, not with my son, I'm still going to live my life. Plus, I don't know if you heard the episode when I was talking about me being a chunky girl a majority of my life, and that I had to use humor as a sheet of as armor, so motherfuckers wouldn't fuck with me. So at the time, I kind of bit my tongue for so long that when I got to a certain point, I'm like, I got some shit to say about this. May not be a conversation I can have one-on-one with somebody, but I could at least express myself in my podcast about it and not be interrupted and get it off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as far as dating,
it's cathartic. That's the word my therapist was shocked that I knew. I was like, yeah, I fucked with a pretentious chick before.
It is therapeutic for me. I mean, even though I go to therapy as well, but it's therapeutic for me to have something on my mind, and then how can I talk about this where it's interesting to a stranger? That's how I think. How can I talk about this where it's interesting to a stranger? And that's why I put a little work into it. I want to make sure I get my point across. I have a script that I'm developing behind the scenes for every podcast. I write a script. Sometimes I go off script, but
that's dedication.
Yeah, because I have to be organized because I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and it's funny because I had a friend that had a podcast that I used to subscribe to, and all over the place, no organization. And I'm like, dude, you ain't got no topic. You was talking about your toenails 1 second, next thing you talking about the fucking football game. You everywhere. And that kind of helped motivate my ass too. Like, you can't come across like that. If you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, not with the solo podcast. Like when you're doing multiple people on, the conversation can kind of bounce around a little bit. But when you're by yourself, you need to kind of stick to the topic. That's why I don't do a solo podcast.
I think you'd be great at a solo podcast, though. If you did a solo audio podcast, because like I said, I like you and Philly's interaction on Psychobabble, then you do your thing on Fat Nigga Friday. But I promise you, Vino, if you took some time, and like I said, my episodes don't be past 30 minutes. Because this week's episode was a real short episode. I like to get to the point. I don't want to keep beating up the same point.
Yeah.
There's no need. If you need to listen to it again to get some validation, listen to it. But it shouldn't take me that long to get my point across. But I think if you had an audio podcast, I think you'd be fucking excellent. I'm just telling you. Because you have a common sense factor that is lacking in a lot of interaction. Even though I know you about to fuck shit sometimes. I know how you are. We all got to get our little fuckery out. But at the same time, you bring validation and common sense to situations.
How do you mean? Because I'm trying to figure this out. Because I thought I'd just be fucking up.
No. When you and I have like behind the scenes conversations and we talking about some shit, and I'll bring a situation to your attention, whether it be about you or about my personal shit, and you'll be like, "Well, I see it like this, and this could be why," and I may not have seen it from that point. And I'm like,
Oh, well,
okay, now it makes sense that you've explained to me the way you do, because as a man and as a, because you observe as well. That's something else I peeped about your ass. You observe, and motherfuckers don't, and that's what I love about that shit. Motherfuckers don't be thinking you watching, but you are watching. And I'm up here just taking my notes. I ain't got to announce when I'm taking my notes on. I'm just taking my notes, and I will refer to them when necessary.
the funny shit is that really is one of my best gifts. I'm good at like a decoy talk. It feels like I'm part of the conversation sometimes, but there be times where I really fall back and I'm just
Observe.
because people give tells in their body language and their speech patterns, the
Mm-hmm.
way they address certain people. You can tell by how a person talks to one person versus how they talk to another person.
Exactly.
A lot, you can tell so much by their character just with that. And that's one of my gifts. But I guess the logic and the rationale of it, it just comes from street sense. Like I tell people all the time, my reason and my brain got me out of more situations in the street than my gun. My brain worked it out and was like,
Wait a minute. Just
them niggas about to kill everybody. Let's go, y'all.
exactly. You look around like, okay, some shit ain't right here.
Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah. Like, this vibe.
This ain't even our scene. We at the wrong party. We at the wrong party. Let's go.
But you know what? You also got that gift in doing that. You peep people's shit, and when they act the way they are normally going to react, you're not surprised or thrown off because you already called it early.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I knew they was going to do that. I knew they were going to do that. And I knew they were going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one thing I know I personally observed about you. That's why I'm like, why do people who do want to have this made up beef with you, why do they not realize? Do you know that notes have been taken on you since day one?
I've known how to play chess since the 3rd grade. I understand how I'm really like, yeah, I could beat your ass, and but I really learned you before I even got to beat your ass.
You can, yeah, ain't no need.
If I beat you up, it's because I wanted to make a statement, I guess. But I don't even want to really fight you. I just want to make you look stupid and call you and beat you to the punch every single time.
And I don't necessarily even have to, depend on how severe it is. I try not to give into that, because 9 times out of 10, when people ruffle your feathers intentionally, they're trying to get that reaction. And why is Logan here talking about that damn cheesecake? Because see, now that every time you talk about cheesecake, I had that visual of Philly.
I'm upset because I left my whole cheesecake.
I heard. I heard. I'm upset for you.
There's a cheesecake right now that Philly is eating.
She was eating some of it last night.
She's probably making stupid little noises while she eats it. I hope your A1C go up from eating that bitch.
Oh, but back to your question, that is why I like to keep on doing what I gotta do now. But as far as coming to dating, I don't even put myself out there like that. If it happens, it happens. It don't. Because I found out when you put yourself out there so much, you attract the wrong shit.
Yeah.
And you attract it in abundance. It's like, it ain't just one, it's several of them. And they all at you at the same time. And ain't none of these Negroes good to deal with. I'm like, man, fuck this. No.
All the hoes. You get all the hoes.
You be surprised. No, I wouldn't say I get all the hoes. I just ain't got nothing.
I mean, like the niggas who approach is probably all hoes.
Pretty much. You know how you could just smell a hoe 1 mile away?
Mm-hmm.
You reek. badly.
Nigga smell like a mixtape, a failed mixtape. That's what he
And,
smelled like.
and I'm out here in Houston. Do you understand the STD rate out in this mug?
I do. I was told about it. I was
Yo,
told that syphilis and gonorrhea are really like crazy right now.
that shit is so ridiculous. You might be scared to play with yourself.
I didn't the whole time I was in Houston. I
That's why
met
I don't.
a beautiful woman too, but she had fake titties, so I didn't want to talk to her. Somebody tried to call me out because I said I never touched on fake titties before. I never did. I never had a girlfriend or a lady I messed with that had fake body parts. They're like, you don't know she didn't have. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure
You can
they
tell the
weren't fake.
difference.
I feel like I would have been. I've never touched the. I've seen them like maybe from like 3 feet away, but I never touched them. I never
Well, I mean,
played with them. I never got to flick the nipple, see what those do. I didn't. It's like a car. You got to kick the tires sometimes.
I was about to say they're gonna be like car tires.
Yeah.
If they implants, so they're gonna be like car tires. You got to have something with a little jiggle to it. That's how you know it's all natural.
Exactly. See, that's what I like about that.
Yeah,
It got to have a little jiggle to it.
exactly. I'm like, hell, it ain't. What's the point of doggy style if you gonna pop somebody on the ass and it's stiff? It don't move, no wave. Even if she got a flat ass, it's still gonna be a little jiggle in there. So you got to give it up for the jiggle. If you got them implants, unless you get a fat transplant.
Yeah, what you know about that jiggle? What you been watching?
Hell, I got jiggle. Hell, I got to look at myself every damn day.
They got Pornhub unlocked out there in Texas. They locking that Pornhub across the country.
We cannot get Pornhub here in the States. I had to find a knockoff porn site, which is bull, because on Pornhub, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not an avid watcher, but I watch it. Sometimes you need to have a little solo action. You just run out of good.
You know what I'm starting to realize though, and I think it's the case. So here's a fun fact for you folks out there in YouTube land. A lot of your favorite YouTubers have a Pornhub page as well.
Not surprised.
And I think they have them linked. So that might be why it's like you got to put a driver's license in to prove that you're 18 and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need my porn that bad where I got to prove it's me.
I'm not doing all that shit.
I've never showed identification for porn.
No. And the thing
never not once. Wow.
America is so hypocritical. You got all kind of crazy crap on TV, but then we can't watch this shit in our privacy of our own home.
I feel funny when they ask me for my ID at the liquor store. I'm like, what for? What did that say? What did he say?
It's a website, X Videos.
Oh, X Videos. Yeah, I know about X Videos.
X Videos I don't like because they don't show you the full clip. You get like the X is like TikTok.
I don't like their algorithm. X Videos algorithm doesn't get me, man. It doesn't get me. Pornhub got me. It knew that I could go big titties, blowjob,
anything,
little butt stuff, then cum shot. Pornhub knows that's how I like my progression to go.
I had the bomb ass playlist. I'm telling you, all my favorites were saved. All the categories you wanted to go to, all that. Now I got to randomly search these goddamn short clips. And see, that's why I think the website conflict, if it's the same one, they cut the same scene up in like little dices. Like you see a scene, they about to have that moment, and then it comes to the end. You where's the other part? I ain't got time for that.
I don't like it. I don't like X Videos suggested blondes to me the other day. Do I look like the type of nigga that like blondes?
Nah, you don't come across as such.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Why would I want a blonde?
But they got mad interracial videos, and I mean that's the main thing they always put on there is Caucasian women with black men.
I
Always.
like original Little Kim with the dark hair. I lost a little bit when she went Queen Bee on.
I was disappointed because I love Lil Kim, but I was like, girl, what?
I
Why?
like her with them little titties.
Is there any other questions on the agenda? Because we done got on Little Kim's titties, okay, that Diana Ross knows a lot about. So
Yeah. Who is somebody that you aspire to interview on Talk to Me, Michele?
ooh. And I'm gonna show my age on this one. Carol Burnett.
God damn, she's still alive?
She's still living.
She is? Wow. How old is she right now?
I'm not sure. She made some show appearances a few years back, I think, on Ellen and a couple other ones. But I would love to talk to Carol Burnett because she was my first inspiration of funny women.
Mhm.
And this is when my grandparents had all the cousins over, had that big ass TV with the stereo turntable and shit on top of the TV at the middle. So I look forward to whatever day that shit broadcast. I would be right there front and center to watch the Carol Burnett show. And this was like the first woman I saw that was cool being goofy. She was cool. She didn't give a damn long as she had fun and made her people laugh. And I look forward to that every episode. And the thing about it is, you watch all the talents that were on that show, they could barely keep their composure through half of them damn skits. That was for me, that was the golden moments. Because when the shit's so funny, you can't even hold your composure through this scene. And they try their best. Like Marvin Hunter, he has those skits, and you could tell when he's trying his best not to laugh.
Mhm.
It was that type of interaction on that show, and that shit used to tickle me. Just seeing her as a woman, it's okay to be funny, it's okay to be brilliant. And I thought it was cool. And that's why I love her to this day. And I would love the opportunity to talk to Carol Burnett.
He's no crazy woman who thought she could be Carol Burnett.
I was advising that former woman that's the route she could have taken had she really focused, but that wasn't going to be
As she just washed her dirty feet. Shout out to Dirty Harry. I hope those psych ward pills is going down easy on your mama. You know, go easy on it and give you ulcers. The psych ward.
Oh my God. I hope and pray everything is well with that situation, but I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, Carol Burnett would be a great person I would love to interview. And I've already had an interview with Charlemagne the God because he was another one that was on my wish list.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've interviewed Charlemagne twice. And that's the only interview I was nervous as shit for too.
That was your fangirl moment. Where you kind of got starstruck.
It was a starstruck moment. I don't normally get starstruck because I've been raised in the industry, and I'm like, the day of the interview, I am nervous as shit. I'm like, because I've been listening to this man on the radio. I don't know how he gonna respond. Are we gonna gel? I was nervous as shit. I was just doing this shit right before the phone call, and my sister was like, Michele, if you don't calm the fuck down, you done this a 1,000 times. But it was something about Charlemagne that I was nervous as hell for. But it was a good interview, good rapport. I would love to talk to him again because he actually is a good conversationalist like yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My starstruck came with Tracy Ellis Ross.
I could imagine.
It was outside of Pink's in LA. It was like 2006. 2006, 2007, maybe. And I was just driving. I saw her. I pulled over the car. I just, Miss Ross. I chased her down the street like, Miss Ross, Miss Ross, Miss Ross. Man, look. I was mad as hell because we ain't had no more. We had disposable cameras back then. We ain't even had a digital
yeah.
joint. I ran out of pictures. I ain't had no more pictures in the disposable.
Oh, I know you was pissed.
Couldn't do shit.
You know what? I'm gonna flip the question. If you, because I know you about to be you a headliner already, but if you could open for anybody in these comedy streets, who would it be?
Open for ooh. I never thought about that really because I'm a little nervous because I don't like to work with the people I really admire in the business because I'm scared they're gonna be assholes.
Oh God, yes.
I'm so scared. I've met a few people that I liked before and
assholes.
I don't like them anymore.
Right. I know. I've been there. Yeah.
It's like because they killed the illusion of the joke for you. Like the joke they told in the late 1900s. The joke that you used to love in the late 1900s, that man doesn't live that life. That's not real. And it's cool to have jokes that are made up, but it's like, And then to find out you do what you do. So it's like, all right, whatever. But if I want, because I've opened for a lot of people so far.
This is anybody. You got
no, but I'm saying I've opened for him probably. I opened for Bruce, hell of a dude, man, loved him. I opened for D. Well, I don't say open for, but I performed and then got on with DL. He let me get a couple minutes before him. Gave me a good 10. So it's like I done ran with Guy Torrey. I featured for him for a weekend. I done like a lot of the dudes that I've like. I don't want to say Corey Holcomb because I really don't want to. I don't want to open for Corey Holcomb.
Right.
I don't want to open for him. I would love to work with him, but I don't want to say I'm opening for him.
Right.
I would just if we just happen to be in passing. Hey, look, we on one of these big tours together, my nigga. I made it here with y'all. I'm here. That's how I'm looking at it. I made it here with y'all. But I don't want to say I'm opening for the nigga, but it's like ain't nobody I really see myself I'm honored to open for anybody.
Right.
But it's like I look forward to the moment to getting on stage. I don't care who it's for in front of, as long as the crowd is hot and they fucking ready to laugh.
Gotcha.
I really don't care. Like I want to open up in arenas. I would love to open up in an arena. I don't give a fuck who it's for. I can make anybody audience laugh.
Yeah.
Because that's how you really got to think about it as a comedian. Like it's the audiences that you're gonna see because certain comedians, not myself, I can do any crowd. White, black, clean, dirty, motherfucking. I make a room full of kindergartners laugh. I'm a silly nigga if I need to be. Children love me. You really got me stumped with this one because it's like, who would I like to open for?
So if
Kevin Hart, maybe.
I'm about to say, the only thing about that'd be a wonderful opportunity, but I'm speaking fan wise. You would kill Kevin.
Who?
You.
I don't know. Kevin's funny as fuck.
No. There's a certain that's just my personal preference. I think Kevin Hart is funny in certain situations. I'm not a big fan of his stand-ups.
I love his stand-ups.
Why do you love him?
Well, so for one, we was in the trap house and we had a lot of bootlegs. So them shits would be on repeat. So grown little man ran in the trap house for a minute. Grown little man, and when he did, which one was it when he did? All right. We watched that 3 times a day in the trap house. We watched that 3 times a day in the trap house, easily. Motherfucking Soul Plane, don't ever look. That shit changed the game for me. Motherfucking Paper Soldiers, man, look, all that shit, everything this nigga was in, it was hilarious to me. Yeah, so what if he's a player? He saturated the market and he won, finally. That's what I'm about to do to y'all. Y'all gonna see me everywhere.
Well, that's what you gotta do, though. I mean, I commend him for what he's done and what he's done with his career, and he's actually put people on. But like I said, it's just my personal stand up style. He has moments for me on stage I find hilarious. I liked him way better in Husbands of Hollywood. I think that's some of his
Mhm,
best fucking work because that shit
mhm.
that it was just hilarious. The interactions, the situations, just like I love Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yeah.
for
But
the
see,
same
that
shit.
was an evolved part of his game. That's the evolution of his game. I'm talking, I love that too, but I'm talking about even from the early shit, like his early stand-up, like even some of the Kev little bastard or whatever he was calling himself back then. Some of that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Some of that shit was way before his time. Like if he was to go try to pull that off now, he probably could pull that off real good. I have a real respect for Kevin Hart. I would love but I don't want him to just like let me get one night opening. Nigga. Make me rich like you made the rest of them niggas rich. They ain't appreciated how I will.
How
And
about
this is coming from a Nork nigga like Naeem. Naeem ain't Nork. See, he was from Hillside. He had shit, so he be acting all uppity when you give him shit. You give me something as a Nork nigga, I die about this shit. That's all I'm saying. I need a nigga that's gonna help make me rich. Fuck this.
man, for real? I'm like, yo, well, fuck with it. What you
I'm
need to
fucking with
do?
you, Naeem. Naeem, I'm fucking with you. Shout out to Plastic Cup Boys.
Well, since Vito ain't gonna, he don't have a Pacific opener, but I know that you would be a great addition to anyone show that you opened up for. Because like I said, I have yet to see you stand up, and I couldn't do it the time you was in here, but I am, and that is on my to do list because
Oh
your ass
man, look,
have me crack up.
look, man. Not to, I really work hard at this. I was telling I was telling a young lady who was laying on a lounger just the other day. I said that you got to get up off your back. Them stairs took you out, bitch. If you want to get up on the big stage and tell jokes, them lights is hot. You're gonna have to fucking move. No, I'm kidding. What? I'm kidding. No, but what I said to this reclined young lady, I said, you know what makes me a better comedian than you? I said, because I commit myself to doing the hard parts that I don't like first. I tell people all the time, I literally do not like, I hate, I detest, I loathe putting the pen to the paper. I hate to transcribe words. I hate it very much. So that's what I commit myself to doing for 2 hours every day. Because if I put that much discipline into the shit I hate, imagine how much energy I'm gonna put into the shit I love. It's easy to be on stage talking shit, but half these niggas ain't disciplined. They don't know how to talk to y'all. They don't even know how to put the thought together where it's concise and it works, and they leave the door open for you to question each other. But then you just say you ain't got no kids. How you where your baby mama just come from? And now you done threw their rhythm off. And now they can't keep going with their little bullshit. And now they you let me run the show, please. The niggas is all thrown off. The niggas is thrown off now.
Matter of fact, I know we are coming to a tail end of the damn show, but I know tomorrow, Psychobabble.
Mm-hmm. We got to make up for last week. I'm
Yeah.
working on a special treat for tomorrow night. I might try and go live from a location. I might try and go live from a location because I have a show tomorrow night. So I'm gonna try to the show. If the show's early enough, but I know how this motherfucker be. He be trying to have me drunk and wild and in places. So I'm telling him, look, I gotta shoot this podcast real quick first. And
Yes, sir.
then boom, then we good.
It's gonna be very interesting because, like I said, you were gonna
We're
back
gonna address a lot of things.
yeah, I figured such because I know
And
you want to kind of
And
backpedal off the conversation you're feeling.
from what I sense of the energy, a lot of beans are gonna get spilled. Okay, we're gonna, you know what? Because I know how these things usually go. These things really get. Let's air it all out there. Yes, I had a hole in my drawers, but that's because these is my favorite drawers. I had them for 3 years. Like, you air out the dirty laundry.
And this is what I want. Well, if y'all don't observe this and understand it by now, that's on y'all. But the thing about it is, when you present yourself to people a certain way, and that's not really you, your mask is gonna fall off.
Gonna slip off every time.
Your mask is gonna fall off, and all the warning signs and the labels that we were trying to bypass. Oh, now I understand why that warning sign was on that shit. I see the skulls and the crossbones. I see that shit.
Hey, Shell, this is the funny part. It's multiplied by the fact that y'all motherfuckers be on this shit all the time. So, especially if you in my face all the time, I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna see who you really are eventually.
Right.
I'm gonna see it. You're gonna start showing your true colors. That's why I just be up here and be myself. Y'all know I'm an asshole. So what? I don't care. You don't like me. So what? You see what Shell had to go through? She really don't fuck with me. Follow her again. I don't care. I love messing with people who don't like me.
Yo,
My favorite activity.
I thought I was going to get a restraining order. I was like, this nigga don't realize I don't like him. I've told him several times I don't like him, and he keeps following me. What the fuck do you want? What?
It's my favorite activity. My mother used to hate that because I knew just how to get on her nerves and make it look like I wasn't doing nothing. So if anybody saw it, she'd be like she was abusing me.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. I be turning around and rocking. I said, this nigga just followed me again.
Hey, the Gossip of Heifers was a good show. You don't want to lose a fan, do you? You don't want to lose a viewer. You see what these bitches is out here doing for views? You don't want to lose a viewer.
Oh, Vino, you ain't gonna worry me.
These bitches are fucking handful of comedians from the late 1900s for views. Come on. You don't want to have to do all that.
I'm gonna say this much. I am, Demetrius, I am a fan of Vino. Because like I said, Rocky was cracking on my ass a couple months ago, matter of fact. She was like, because I would think I was doing a flyer with me and you on it. And she just looked down at my device. She was like, I would have never thought. Yeah.
I want to commend you on that last flyer because you had my skin looking good. I've been doing the sea malls, but you had my skin looking good. I was like, shit.
I gotta buff it up. You know, we all gotta do our little polishing shit.
I'm about to start a Tinder page just with that picture, just for that picture. That's the only picture they got of me. Like you.
I would ask for additional photos if you want to go that way, but see, if I gotta add that and look at you and be your friend, I can't do it. Like,
this is the pose, boy. This pose get them every time. I learned that while I was watching what's the name? Zoolander. That's my Magnum. That's my Magnum. That's my blue steel.
That's your blue steel. That's your Magnum. Is that your Magnum right there?
That's my Magnum.
Magnum.
Oh man.
Oh my God. You know I love you to death, man. I appreciate you doing this again. You know, we're gonna schedule another takeover very soon. And I'm definitely gonna be tuning in on Psychobabble tomorrow night. So if y'all have not subscribed to Big Vino Comedy on YouTube, please do so right now because the conversations are funny, but they're also therapeutic. Because you get a chance to talk about whatever the topic is, there's a psychological view of it. And we all get a chance to come to the table, break bread.
unite about like the whole way I thought about psychobabble was it was petty at first, but it was really just to prove that like we all be on the same page. Like you remember that post that people always put around like somebody's fighting a battle you don't know nothing about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly think that's true. I think they're fighting the battle. You know about the battle, you just don't know that they're fighting. You know about the battle because you've probably gone through it yourself.
Yep.
You just don't know that they're fighting. So sometimes it's good to just say, hey, yo, I'm fighting this battle. And sometimes somebody will be like, hey, yo, I went through that, yo. I've been through that. I learned that at a it wasn't even an open mic. It was a show. The dude had me closing it out, and some dudes came in real rowdy, and I had to, get the hecklers in line. And motherfucking, it was like 6 of these dudes, and I was like, yo, just like kind of just check the situation. And then as I got off stage, show was good, everybody laughed. I see these dudes like moving towards me. And the one dude, like I thought I was gonna have to fight all. But the dude like gave me a hug, like, "Oh, thank you, I needed to laugh tonight. My mom died. My people just brought me out." Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, like you ain't by yourself, bro. This is why these people brought you out. They your brothers. They here to say, "Yo, come on, laugh, man. It ain't the end of the world, but we got you. We here for you still."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that nigga just needed to know somebody else was fucking with him.
That's it.
Like, he couldn't even see it right in front of his face. But sometimes you gotta ask for that. Yo, this is what I'm fighting, and well, nigga, we all here for you.
Gotcha.
And that's what psychobabble about. That's why I just, I talk to my therapist. I be feeling shit, and I be like, okay, let's
I think
talk.
I'm about to say I enjoy my therapy sessions with my therapist, and like I said, I just started therapy probably fall of this year or last year rather, and it is definitely an experience because when you go to therapy, having a general conversation, and they get their shovel out, and they was like, "Well, why'd you say that? You know why you may be responding this way?" I'm like, "Well, damn it! It's just like what your ass be doing, Vino. You could have your own logical practice online, just because you be knowing shit, but like, yeah."
Well, I've started going to therapy, right? Because there's this man from the late 1900s named Steve Brown. And this man challenged me to a fight one day. And he put money on it and everything. And I never was given what I deserve. I'm owed $500 because he forfeit the match. So the hood in me wanted to come out and go see a nigga about my money. And I be everywhere. I'm in the car just moving all the time. So I could pop up anywhere. It was like the nigga tickets at the Improv was only $5. I could have bought a whole row. I could have bought the whole front section. You know what I'm saying? So I was feeling those types of inclinations. And I said, you know what? I need to go get therapy. I need to go talk out my anger, find a better way to handle it. And then that's when I learned this passive aggressive shit to just walk the fuck away. If people do you wrong, walk away.
And that's the way you try to go through situations. But like I said, so many people need validation, attention nowadays. They won't let you walk away. A majority of the time, they will not let you walk away, and that says more about them than it does you. Because like, dude, I'm choosing to just step over here and deuces, have a good life. I'm just not interacting with you like that, and it drives people crazy when you do that. That's That's better than actually cursing them out. Because when you curse them out, you've given them the attention they want. You've given them the validation they needed. That's why they kept poking the bear. Knowing if I go off on your ass, you will get something to talk about for about another week or two. You're gonna add water to the soup to stretch it out. But you're gonna use it.
I don't even want to. I don't even look. I just want my money, player. Or I want to look. I was really excited about punching you without the police having to come. I didn't care whether I won or lost the fight. You could have won on point. You wasn't gonna knock me out.
This is what you got to understand. There was never going to be validation with that challenge. I'm just telling you right now, and you know that too. There was that was just something to publicly say to cause a stir, and never have to really validate what you. The challenge came out of your mouth, dog. Now that you reneging on it, there's nothing to be said on it. But that shows you the kind of character you are. You put this in my lap. Now you don't want to deal with the mess you left on my lap.
I know. I just want my money. You can walk away. Give my money. I never say your name again.
I hate people that love to say
What's
shit.
that? $500? That's only 100 tickets to your show.
I hate people that say shit just for the sake of saying it, because it sounds good. If you don't mean it, if you're not going to stick to your word, don't make the announcement, because then I'm going to look at your ass a whole different kind of way. Stop saying shit you don't mean. Dumbass.
Yo, I'm bugging. See, this is why me and my therapist need to talk on a daily basis. But I'm learning. You can't. No, I'm learning as a black man. I'm starting to understand why older black men didn't really fuck with therapy.
Why?
Because as a black man, the woman I get to talking about my problems with, I fall in love with her. I think I'm in love with my therapist. I'm honestly thinking about proposing tomorrow. I honestly am. I'm thinking about proposing tomorrow. I think I love her. I think that's why none of you women could do for me, because you don't have degrees on your wall.
First of all, you feel that way because therapy feels good because somebody's actually listening to you and actually concerned about why you move in a certain way, and they're going to direct you under their tutelage how you should handle a situation or why you think this way. So of course, but I'm not loving my
I think she's just the one for me. I think she's just the one for me. I don't think everybody gets this experience.
Well, I think my therapist reached me just
I'm kidding, y'all.
I'm about to say, yeah, I ain't got no interest, because you know what? You got good friends that will give you that same shit. Your ass just want a certain situation to happen with you.
No, I just need proof for the police so that when I do go to fuck off, like, I was in therapy and I told her exactly what was happening. Okay? I told her exactly what was happening. Now, I went to fuck off. I told her, though, I was feeling like going to fuck off. Wasn't she supposed to call y'all and warn y'all or something?
You know what? I can't with you, Vino. But I appreciate your crazy ass joining me for another night. I'm definitely going to be down for Psychobabble tomorrow night. Do you have a set time, or you going to...
Right now, tentatively, it's still the regular time. Because the show I'm in, it starts at 7. So feasibly, it should be done by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then it should be quiet and just have a few people cleaning up. But I know a place where I might be able to do it from there, and I already got the Wi-Fi, so we Gucci.
All right. I will definitely be there if my ass ain't tired from all this bullshit. But we gonna be good. But Vino, you know, I thank you again for joining me, brother, because I love talking to my brother Vino.
I appreciate you having me up here. And I appreciate being able to take over, man. Look, I still have a few questions, so we definitely gonna have a part 3. We get to talking all over the place.
Another one out there,
man. Look, nah, because this we gonna get in depth, and we gonna be here for 2.5 hours. I'm learning that we gotta keep it at least under 2 hours, not an hour and a half, under 2 hours, so that the crowd doesn't feel overwhelmed too much. And then we always leave them wanting more, so that you'll come back next time.
I got you.
You come back. I know how to sell dope. See, what I used to do back in the day was I used to take a little pinch off each bag and then make one more bag. Them crackheads come back faster when they be like, man, this shit was good, but it's over so fast. And then they always come back. Come back.
You know what? Big Vino, y'all follow my brother on Instagram, all social media, YouTube. And you gotta leave the folks with that shit, you know, your slogan.
Smoke weed when you wake up. You get your day high hopes. Great.
All right, man, y'all. Big Vino in the building. Check him out tomorrow on Psychobabble. I will definitely be in the building. And of course, new episode is out there for you guys to listen to on the go. It is about being patient with yourself. I had y'all vote, and I appreciate for you guys that did give me your feedback. And I'm coming to another season ending on my podcast. This will be the 4th season of the Talk to Me Michele podcast, audio-wise. I'm very proud. That is going to be 60 episodes in. It's just going to keep getting better. Again, if you guys got anything you want me to tackle on my podcast, send me a DM, send me an email at talktomemichele@gmail.com, and I will definitely keep you guys abreast on when Big Vino will be coming back to take over the platform. Vino is welcome here any damn time. Y'all should know that. Damn that. I say Vino's welcome here any damn time because the conversation continues. I love laughing, and it's a good conversation all the time. But look, I am going to be out of here. It's time for me to do my leisure activities, talk my shit behind the scenes, and I know I'm going to see y'all on Instagram, so you know what? I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check us out. Peace, y'all.
Talk to me, Michele, on the street lights on the corner. City vibes got a story. Feel the beat, don't ignore me.